Good evening, everyone. It is just about 9:30 Eastern Standard on a beautiful Sunday night. I am joined by a bunch of friends, wonderful people, and a hopefully beautiful story we are getting ready to dive into here as we are starting a brand new campaign DM'd by my dear friend Lion Merc. So, without any further ado, the story is one of 6 students starting their first year at the Strixhaven Academy of Magic. Each one coming from their own unique backgrounds into the weave, the study of the arcane, the divine, of nature, and just of magic itself. And with that, we will see what will happen as this group of intrepid mages attempt to unravel the fractals of chaos. With that said, let us dive into the voice chat with my friends. I am joined by my dear friends Nolly and Hammer, who anybody who's a regular here will recognize as Evany and Totar from the Shadows campaign. But also another friend of the channel, Old Man Wiz, is at the table. And we have Mercury as our dungeon master, and we are joined by a dear friend of Mercury and Nolly's, Jackie, and her partner, Jaboys. That said, let us dive into this. I am beyond excited. Hello, my friends.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. That is-
Hello. Hello, buttercups.
I don't like that one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, you could have said, hello, kittens.
Nope, don't
Crystal,
like that
put that
either.
down. Crystal, put that down.
Oh, we are also joined by Crystal the dog, who's going to be a nuisance because that's what
Hey,
puppies do,
hey.
and we love them.
Oh, Crystal, you took an attack board.
She's a menace.
Dropped it on my Discord links.
All the Discord links.
All of them.
Also, let's see if we can get two extra followers from his follower goal. That'd be great.
Okay, it's not letting me. How do I? Okay, that didn't work. Is there no more hosting on Twitch?
Not certain.
Oh, replace channel name with the username. Okay, got it. That's how I do it. Okay, so /host.
Crystal's looking for trouble.
I can tell. I wish I could tell you that she wasn't, but I didn't mean to do that.
The floor is yours if everyone is here and whenever you are ready.
Oh, goody. Time for that ceremonial roll initiative. We haven't done that in a while.
Oh, yes.
Gotta get
Oh, yeah,
okay.
you'll do that as I'm in the bathroom. How dare you, sir?
Playing for the
Look,
bathroom.
it's
It's showing
it's-
initiative.
No, it's a ready check.
Damn.
Hey, at least it's just the ready check.
Huh. I actually rolled really good for mine.
Oh, it's a shame those don't mean anything.
Damn! Man, why do you gotta hate us?
That's the way it always works. Is
It's-
anytime it doesn't
it's
matter is when
my
you roll
job.
really good.
It's my job.
Let me drag my happy ass onto the board.
Oh no, you don't need it. We're not doing it for like actual initiative order. You don't need to click your token for this.
This is just ritual.
It's just Austin's way of saying, "Are you here?"
Yes. Are you here?
I'm still gonna do it.
All right.
Well,
Looks like that about sums it up. So, welcome everyone to the Magical School of Strixhaven. Merv, the older owl, motions as he waves over the archway courtyard. What appears to be in the center of the school. In the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast, there are square, flat plains of grass with circular patterns drawn in them. Standing up trees, perfectly trimmed, as you can see magical cutters flying through the air, snipping as the wonderful sound of snip, 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 snip. Floating statues stand tall with floating rings of stone around them. The similar architecture of the floating stones is repeated multiple times in the archway before you. On the white stone path, you would see many races. Some of which exotic, others your typical human, dwarf, elf, dragonborn. Amongst them lies the Owlfolk, which seem to be in a great number. Back in the Forgotten Realms, you don't see many of this race, if not at all, but it is very prominent here, including your guide. The sun is shining beautifully in the air. It's a pure white sky with clouds, thin white clouds puffering the air. It's about 64 degrees with a slight breeze.
It's a little
It
shaky.
is.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Don't worry, I will keep us warm.
Oh, to me,
What-
60,
What was that supposed to be?
60 degrees feels great.
Oh, he holds up a flaming. I believe he's got flaming spear. Yeah, he's got sacred flame, flaming spear, firebolt. So he just firebolts into control flames, and he pulls the flames down into his hand, and has it wrapped around you in a comfortable, warm radiance.
Oh.
As out in maybe in your realm, the use of magic in such manner would be looked rather odd. However, it is not here, as you would see multiple students practicing like mage hand and fire and attempting to conjure fire in their hand, conjure food, water, a bunch of other cantrips. They all have a while they're all wearing different attire. One of the prominent features on them is a gemstone. Looks to be opal in nature, in the shape of an owl.
Interesting.
Mur would turn towards the group and says, "This is the Archway Commons. This is where most of the students spend their time when they aren't at the Bows Inn Tavern. Here it's open reign. Practice spells, study, read. It's quite peaceful, if I do say so myself. Our magic landscaping equipment tends to this place with utter precision.
Rather
This way.
extravagant.
Yes, we spare no expense here at Strixhaven. You do not have to you do not have to worry about basic necessities while you're here. As he walks forward slowly, his talons tapping against the white stone. He motions to two paths, one north, one east, one south, and one west. And these paths here will lead you to each of the campuses. As you can see, you don't see anything at the end of these paths. That's because to get to them, you just walk through. You step into a dimension door.
Nifty.
That's how we managed to keep this place clean and unique. The campuses themselves are quite extravagant.
You guys have a map of this area, or are you just expecting us to wing it and hope we make it to class in time?
Oh, don't worry. You'll get the map. Yes. As he goes over to one of the stone obelisks off to the side, and says, "Place your hand upon the stone obelisk."
Walk over, place my hand on the obelisk.
Satari does the same.
And while they're
Dr.
doing
Lennon?
that, Rain has her book out and she is preparing to scribble notes, notating exactly what is going on.
As I see Satari about to do it, I'm like, oh, he was addressing you. I apologize. I step back before I put my hand on it.
I mean, if you want to join me
Yeah.
in this adventure of touching the statue, by all means.
Well, then we shall touch, we shall. Wow, that sounded really weird. I'm going to learn
Yeah.
to say it better.
Tahir just takes a deep breath. He is chuckling his ass off.
Satari is also turning away and just snorting.
Suddenly, as those of you who touch the stone, suddenly your vision would be filled with a translucent map. Along the left hand side of your vision would be an itemized inventory of everything you're currently carrying.
Like
Whoa!
when you guys start reacting, but she doesn't see what you guys are seeing, she scurries up and puts her hand on it.
Do we get to see what the other people are seeing or only our own stuff?
Your own stuff.
I would reach out and grab a hold of it, curious as with the reactions that I am seeing.
There would be a faint red arrow pointing to the Archway Commons.
Wait a second. I don't have her panties in my pocket.
Say what now?
Turns to look at everybody else. I'm joking.
My students are a different breed, Mur says.
I mean, we weren't gonna judge you. Harshly.
It's a little bit.
Range just
He
slowly
smiles and
blinking.
opens his pockets.
Your
Listen to him.
as you look, Mur points to the north at the massive structure in the exact center of Strixhaven. This massive structure stretches into the sky. Stained glass windows and like golden arches connect 4 towers to a central structure, and you would see you'd see opaline stairs leading up to the building. Each of the 4 towers in the center also have a door as well, but the main structure having the more extravagant and flamboyant door, outlined by the pure gold archway above it.
More inviting entrance of the various towers.
Yeah, that there is the biblioplex. That is where all your classes will be held. In addition, in addition to school events.
What sort of school events? Satari's like raising her hand from the statue.
Yes, so we many, in fact, everything from the gala that we have that we hold. We also hold celebration, feast, celebration for holidays.
Do you also have competitions of some sort?
As Merv turns and points to the left. We have our own sport here at Strixhaven, played at the Archway Stadium.
Ooh.
But most of the dueling encounters take place on the Silver Quill campus in their stadium. It's more equipped to deal with that.
Check that out now.
Go on.
What did you just say? I said I don't suppose we could check that out now.
If you would like, yes, we can go check it out, if you wish.
I just wasn't sure what the rest of the itinerary of the tour was, but I was just curious on if it was there.
Oh no, the teams could be practicing about now. I would say so. Before we depart, though, I do want to make a note of the cafe to the north, to the northeast. There is where you will fill your stomachs and drink to your heart's content. It is free to students. It is the Fire Jolt Cafe.
Good to know.
Do keep in mind, it is a bit more orderly in there, more opposed to a cafeteria, a organized tavern. If you're preferring the more rowdy of the bunch, there's the Bowen Tavern, which is a very popular spot for the students, especially the higher years, to go take the edge off, if you will, as studying can be pretty rough and pretty stressful. That about sums it up for the center of the academy. As you can see, there are other structures as well, but those are the important ones in the area. Now, you said you wanted to go see the stadium.
Yes, please.
Ah, wonderful. Well, follow me then. As he steps forward and says, "Why are we walking?" As he quickly opens his feather and he would cast Dimension Door and open it and beckon the students through.
Reen is kind of. She probably is the last one to go through as she's sitting there scribbling a little diagram of his dimension door with little notations for questions to look for answers to about the nature of his dimension door, considering probably it's a lot quicker. How's he do it? And then quickly scurries through because the door's not going to last too much longer.
Yeah, I'll step through the moment she does.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely walk through the door.
On
Better
what?
than trudging through these.
And this is when trying to remember. Did I post a picture of the stadium? I thought I did at one point in time, somewhere in the chat.
I don't know. I don't remember. I think you
But,
might have. I think you might have
um,
shared it with us.
I could have too. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Gotcha. All right. So as the party would arrive, a grand stadium would be before them as they step on the other side of the door. They would be in the top seatings, as before them in this bowl-shaped structure. There's a flat playing field of green grass on the center, and you would see multiple hoops suspended in the air and some on the ground, and you would appear to see people weaving magic and attempting to cast it through the hoops. Some of them are moving around and manipulating a golden sphere with wings as they're trying to send it through the hoops in the air. And you would see others trying to, like, one cast a arcane missile to knock it off its course. No, the goal of archway archway ball is simple. You take the golden ball and with magic attempt to move it through one of the hoops. And simple in concept. However, with great mastery of spells and different mages and different casters taking the field, it turns into quite the spectacle.
Is the ball? Sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, of course, go right ahead.
Is the ball indestructible?
Yes.
Aha!
Well, at least to magic, anyways. I'm sure if you drop it off a high enough ledge, that it will break.
No, but what I mean is, if you could have one player ready to firebolt it from one angle, you ray of frost it from a different angle, and then cause it to slow down just enough so somebody else misses their hit. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be a good play.
Yes, it's a lot of mental gymnastics and mental challenge. Like I said, it seems easy on the surface. Just move the ball through one of the hoops.
Are you allowed to hit your opponent?
You are not.
Okay, understood.
You are, however, allowed to cast defibrillating spells, however.
So I could polymorph them into a squirrel so they couldn't cast
Exactly. Yes.
a spell?
Polymorph, knocking them back. Some people summon vines from the ground to entangle. It is definitely quite the sport, and the stadium lights up when all the players are here and they're all casting different spells. Given all the schools of magic are practiced here, including necromancy, which is banned in most areas, but not here. Mer would turn to Satari. Does this satisfy your curiosity, or can I provide more details?
Nope, that all sounds super exciting to me. Thank you. And she's like bouncing a little on her heels, and her eyes are lighting up.
If you're interested in this at all, I would recommend practicing and joining one of the 7 teams. They're always looking for more players.
Aw, yeah.
Or you all can form a team yourself if you want. Really, it's open field.
Satari just swings around to the rest of the group, and she looks super excited, like she's about to drag you all to make a team.
Unfortunate.
I like it.
How many people are on a team anyway?
The maximum is 7.
All right.
However, as some students, as they cast spells, get fatigued, you are allowed to have a bench of people you can swap out. So,
Good to know.
yes, of course. You know, it's not uncommon for actually first-year students to beat out second-year students in this, as it's more of how you manipulate the spells than pure spell prowess. But the journey has only just begun. If we are satisfied here, I would like to show you the Biblioplex.
Just think about it, guys. Atari's like giving everyone like a thumbs up as she's like ready to go to the next thing.
Like the entire time, Rain's been oblivious to what you've been going on about, but she's been sitting there trying to calculate just by vision, the distance from here, that hoop to that hoop, and just triangulations and whatnot. Sitting there, and you guys just kind of see her pointing and muttering and squinting, just nerding out.
If we are using a dimension door to go back to the Biblioplex, Sahir's probably just going to try to guide Rain back to a dimension door while she's doing her calculations.
He says, as Merv would stand there, he raises feather as a dimension door would appear. All right, off to the Biblioplex we go. As he opens the door and steps through.
We'll also step through, somewhat guiding this tiny little woman in front of me.
Again, she's just kind of sitting there, just kind of babbling to herself under her breath, oblivious to the fact that you are steering her like a blind person.
Once through the dimension door, the group would be right outside the golden archway leading to the double set doors, which are open. Murph says the Biblioplex is open for every hour of the day, every time. There's no breaks. It's always open to students.
Understood. That's amazing.
So you're saying if we wanted to sleep in here, we could?
You could, yes. In fact, it's not uncommon for students to fall asleep during their studies here. But something to note: at night, the Inklings get rather, how can I put this, playful.
Do you mean the students have sex here?
He raises his eye.
Rain just looks mortified.
Satari just claps her hand over her mouth and is trying so hard not to bust out laughing.
Sahir just takes a open palm and like just lightly taps him on the back of the head.
What? It's private area. It is open.
The private, yes, but it belongs to the Inklings.
Oh, so Inklings wasn't your insinuation of an emotional kind of urging. You literally meant Inkling like a being?
Yes. They are animated ink. They are quite playful. Many of the magical tomes inside the Biblioplex, written by mages of past. Some of them with an interesting personality, in fact.
Like, as he's talking about this, Rain is still just staring in like abject, borderline horror at Theo as she's thumbing through a different book from her bag and slowly opens it towards him, and there's a little diagram explaining a Cliff Notes version about the Inklings.
So he turns, sees the book preferred, and his eyes go like what, like think like like going like cat eyes, like, oh, okay. And may I?
Kind of holds it out to you,
Oh,
gingerly.
he holds the book out and he starts reading. He's like, just hit. You see his finger going way faster than it really should for him to be able to read this. And then he's like, goes to next page, next, hands back to you. Thank you. Was most enlightening.
Yes, it is not wise for students to be here after dark, as the Inklings get more playful as the night drags on. They throw quite the party at night, if I do say so myself. Many a student have gotten injured and almost killed due to their playful nature.
How do they play?
Oh, they like to possess objects, books, mops, the occasional sword on the wall, the mace, suits of armor, the bone skeleton of the dragon we have on display. As he just casually just mentions it.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Because he mentions it so casually, I don't think of it as anything special. Is that normal?
Oh, yes, of course. The Inklings are quite playful creatures.
No,
And-
the armor, the thing you just mentioned. Like, you said it
Oh.
offhandedly, but I've never heard of that before. Is that a normal thing to be
For
so?
the Inklings, yes. The Inklings possess the armor and animate it.
Do you have to make a bargain with them?
Oh gosh, no.
So,
If you have, they are like I said, they're very chaotic evil. Well, chaotic neutral. Kind of treading the line, to be honest with you.
And is there anything that these creatures enjoy having, that they indulge, besides the mischief?
They indulge in the mischief that they cause.
So basically, let them get it out of their system.
Mhm.
Or just ignore them. But they really don't like that.
When you ignore them, they act like a child with a temper tantrum. Got it.
That is very much correct, yes. Your hypothesis is correct. They get more violent, though, as you ignore them, so it's sometimes best to just humor them. I'm making it seem like a bigger issue than it actually is.
Note to self, they're just perpetually in the terrible twos. Got it.
As
And this is the place to study.
yes, just not at night. I wouldn't recommend it.
Any restricted areas in it?
Oh, there is most definitely the restricted sections.
Require
Only masters of the student council can enter those. But there's also, in order to protect the New Year students from the more powerful and dangerous spells, the levels of the biblioplex are blocked off to first years, second years, and third years, based on where you stand and what you can handle. We don't want, a first-year student getting a hold of a scroll of meteor, for instance.
There's a visible shudder from Rain.
You don't want one of us to just go kaboom.
Just a very quiet mouthing of the word no. She stares
The,
really, really hard at Sahir. And if he makes eye contact, she slowly, very slightly shakes her head. She knows.
You're just juggling. Boom, boom.
All right. Now then, let us enter the biblioplex. As he goes forward and pushes open the doors. When the doors open, the biblioplex looks small on the outside compared to the inside of it. It's like you stepped into a new place, a new world, if you would. Equally the size of the courtyard you were in before. You would see a cylinder of books just rise up into the distance as far as the eye could see. Stone pillars and animated paintings, moving staircases. The whole thing is a lot. The building itself seems alive and with a motion of its own. Students be benches and students and chairs, lounges, lights, chandeliers, everything set up in an orderly fashion, allowing students the chance to study, and multiple desk and checkout counters, attendants left and right. You would see what appears to be like humanoid constructs. You can see like a blue arcane energy going through and bringing students like drinks and such and food.
It takes Rain a few
So they're
moments
like
to actually.
slaves.
It takes Rain a few moments to actually get into the building, because the moment that you're saying that it visibly is larger on the inside than it is on the outside, correct?
Yes, very much so.
Yes. When she notices that, she's kind of goes in and out the door, looking from the outside, looking back on the inside, looking back on the outside, looking back on the inside, before running over to Sahir, grabbing onto his elbow or his sleeve, whichever, and tugging as she goes, "It's bigger on the inside."
Yes, I think. I
She's-
hope this just doesn't take us 5 years into the future again.
she
Oh,
ki-
nonsense.
She kind of pauses and then nods solemnly before her eyes start alighting to the books, darting left and right, trying to figure out which one does she want to try to read first.
There's books upon books upon books upon books.
Which one does she want to read? Yes. This
is the main hall of the biblioplex. As you can see, we have books that the Lorehold campus has wrote upon every event in known history of the universe. And here, in this library, every documented creature, every place, every town, every event, new and old. If it happened in history, it is located here in the biblioplex.
Oh,
That is absolutely awesome and terrifying at the same time.
Out of curiosity, what's everybody's passive perceptions?
I'm at 12. I don't pay much attention to stuff. I'm
12 as
too
well.
Deep in
I'm at
retrospect.
13.
I'm at 13 as well.
So,
I'm failing to even find it on my page.
I'm just curious to see who notices that
Oh,
as you
thank
guys are going through, Rain is like picking up books, and like she's got a small stack by the time you guys get anywhere near where the desk would be to check out.
I'm just imagining her having her like desk of books just sky high.
Maybe not sky high, but at least, somewhere between 8 and 12 books deep. Just a few light reading.
Little one. That is indeed a lot of books. We have quite a bit on our tour, so I don't suggest carrying all of them around. It might get a bit heavy.
She puts them on the disc and they're floating there.
Fair enough.
She just beams.
The old owl. So now, you're wondering, oh, Merv, how does one practice spells? How does one go on an adventure? In fact, it's just the campus here. There's no mountains to explore, towns abode, mountains, dangerous cave, crypts of evil, bandit camps. None of that here at Strixhaven. So, how would students get themselves entertained here? Well-
Rain is kind of bouncing on her feet just a little bit as she kind of nudges Sahir and points in the general direction that the owl is about to turn and gesture.
Looks in the same general direction as Crystal. Get away from me! Sorry. He's just looking in the same direction right now for this dog.
Yeah, as he follow me, I will introduce you to the beast that the biblioplex is designed to hold. As he begins to walk, he'd push a set of double set of doors to the side, leading downwards.
Well, Zahir is looking around. Zahir's looking around and he takes the first step if nobody else is coming.
I mean, Satari's just trotting along too, just a little bouncing her step every time.
Theo keeps in line. He doesn't allow him. He doesn't stay towards the front anymore. More towards the middle of the pack, listening and letting everybody else enjoy.
Rain is like almost under the owl's elbow, just listening, rapt with attention, scribbling notes with her pile of books and her book bags and everything floating behind her.
The group would reach the bottom. The group would begin to feel like a slosh under their steps, as if they're stepping in water. But as they step in water, you would see mathematical symbols and numbers and like ruins kind of coming off the steps.
As Rain is quietly muttering the calculations that are being displayed.
Zahir kind of just down really Crystal. Bending down really quick just to actually try to quote unquote feel this water.
As you try and feel it, it would like mathematical symbols and numbers and ruins would kind of like appear translucently in your eyes.
Well, it's not actual water. Got it.
It's water. Well, feels like water anyways.
It's magic water.
Remember says, do not worry. It is the magic of the creature sealed within the biblioplex. As you would see other students pass you as they make their way down. Merv turns. What was the question, ma'am?
I'm a man.
Oh, am I mistaken?
Satari cannot help but now bust out laughing.
Tara looks at himself like,
To which Rain kind of giggles and goes, "Remember, you are very pretty."
And if I remember correctly, you have referred to yourself as quite a snack.
Oh, my apologies, sir. Anyways, let us proceed further.
question is, when you brought up the creature underneath the biblioplex, what is this creature we're talking about?
Oh, you'll see shortly.
Oh. Okay.
It's best if you see it for your own eyes. As they would lead the group to a large circular a platform drenched in arcane ruins. The water appears to be moving and giving off large symbols. You would see other students gathered around here as well. They're kind of just talking to each other.
Oh.
Now then. Are you ready?
You want us on the map?
You don't have to be. You can if you'd like,
What are we?
but not required.
What are we getting ready for? Rain asks.
Ah, I want you to meet the creature the Bibliopex is built around.
And she just kind of, again, just very eagerly steps forward.
As the owl gives a hoot and says, "Oh, Octavia, we have new students I would like you to meet and greet personally." As suddenly the water begins to swirl and move as what appears to be like a whirlpool would start forming in the center.
The owl gives a hoot.
Giving a
The as suddenly you would see a translucent tentacle come out of the water, gargantuan in size, coated in what appears to be purple scroll, and another tentacle, and another one, and another one, and another one.
I don't like where this is going.
As suddenly two massive like translucent eyes would appear, and a large dome-like head would start pulling itself out from the whirlpool. As suddenly what appears to be a gargantuan octopus made of translucency and purple scrolls would emerge from the pool as it towers out and over the area where people are standing. Its tentacles wrapping around the pillars as it pulls itself up.
Rash is looking at the sucker in awe.
As Rain was not expecting this in the slightest, there's that little nervous hiccup. That little.
As the octopus would, as you would see the rest of the students clap and look in awe at the beast. Says, "Octavia, meet the new class. You will have quite the relationship with them, I assume." As the giant octopus turns its head towards the group and says, "Ah, lovely new students. Welcome to Haven. My name is Octavia."
Above board, This is not the same entity we've already met?
No.
Okay.
The other one we met was Minerva.
That's right. Thank you.
Well,
Octavia. But you're a
It is-
squid, so you have 10 tentacles.
It is wonderful to meet you all, and welcome once again. We will be quite familiar with each other, I'm sure.
Does she look like a squid? Or is it an
Yeah,
octopus?
octopus. She's an octopus.
the picture it is 8.
So, had you been a squid, would you have been okay with them naming you Tentacula?
Maybe if I had more tentacles, I could reach into more pages of history.
Ha!
Quite
I
a,
like
quite a fun thought. But it appears I only have 8. I can only dabble in so many things at once.
Wait, you can literally reach into history with your tentacles?
Yes. And I can recreate it too, as she raises a tentacle up and moves it in front of the group, and the cutscene intro to Baldur's Gate 3 appears in front of the group.
Oh.
Before she whips the tentacle away and it vanishes.
Yeah,
I feel
no.
like in
Whoa.
another life, that would be a lot more interesting.
How far into
Leo
that?
is sweating. He is sweating so bad right now. Like
How far into this?
he is terrified.
How far into that cutscene are you talking here?
Yeah.
Just when the dragons attack the Nordaloid ship.
Oh yeah. He's definitely terrified
Okay.
because you had the hells and the tieflings and everything else there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. Did we get the whole body horror part?
No, you didn't.
Okay. Because, like, yeah, Rain is
Still-
understandably mortified, but like at least she's not traumatized.
Then Octavia would raise another tentacle and move it in front of the group, and Shahir would see Shahir giving the final goodbye to his family before he departed to the ship.
You just see Sahir take a deep breath, seeing the 5-year-old sister that now apparently can just like,
And
oh,
and then another tentacle reaches out and would show us to hear what he just thought.
and just takes out a small handkerchief and sniffs a little bit like she grew up so fast.
As Octavia whips her tentacles back as the scenes fade. Yes, I have my hand in all of creation and history.
What are
Well-
you?
I can see it and repeat it and show it.
That is all. She's like now suddenly fangirling over all of it.
It is how the Biblioplex turned into what it is. All things recorded through history. I can recreate them in a whim. In fact, I could even create a simulation of that as well, called a fractal, where you could be part of said events.
Oh my god, you can help us live history?
Yes, I can. In fact, that is one of my primary goals and uses here at Strixhaven Academy.
At that point, Rain, who was previously slightly taken aback and afraid of our lovely pseudo spectral cephalopod, is now leaning forward eagerly at the tantalizing teasing of participating in history.
However, do note that history is already written, and your actions performed in these fractals will not influence as history as is.
Oh no,
You are
naturally
simply participants.
not. But getting to see it firsthand.
Yes. Another interesting thing too as well is that should a event in history only happen to a singular race, your bodies will be tempered while your bodies and you'll maintain your abilities. Your bodies will mirror that of the race inside the vision as to blend in.
Above game. Major cavern of time vibes, man. I love it.
And how accurate is your portray of these historical events?
They are quite accurate, right down to the words and saying. However, as Octavia says, fractals are unstable by nature, and random events per se occur during them. It's hard to say what these events are, but everything from a creature spawning out of nowhere to weather changes, stuff moving on its own.
So what you are stating is that if we enter into one of these fractals, we may not be experiencing the exact history that we are wanting to.
Correct, yes.
But it will be a richer experience than just simply reading them off of the page.
But yet, still a falsehood that we would be given false information, which we would not become smarter from, but less.
Well, naturally, but if you have already read the history and then gotten to experience even a 80% accurate recreation of said history that you've already written or read, you would have a better understanding of what you have read because of what you have gotten to experience.
I can understand the points that you've come to.
Octavia leans forward and says, "Would you all like to try out a fractal while you're here?"
At which point she turns to Sahir, grabs his arm and shakes him, and she goes, Can we?
Okay. Try once. For now.
I believe it should be an educational experience. One cannot have too much knowledge.
Octavia leads one turn by. Do note that the fractals are very much real, and your lives are not immortal when you're inside a fractal. Should you happen to perish inside a fractal, your soul will be dispelled into the astral plane.
So if I destroy everything inside of the fractal, it will not kill them?
It would be an interesting prospect.
Understood.
Basically, I believe what it is saying is we experience true harm, while all the things around us are basically magical illusions that we are experiencing.
Yes, that is very much indeed correct. So do not act recklessly when you are in a fractal. The one I will before you is not dangerous in any way, shape, and form, and should not cause any harm. But it will give you a taste of what is possible.
So basically what you're saying is we have an 80% chance of this being completely and utterly safe.
Correct. But don't worry, I have no intentions of harming or scaring away new students.
Rain is still just kind of clinging to Sahir's arm, practically vibrating there in place in just raw, unbridled enthusiasm.
Merton says, "This is up to you, students. Normally we wait till the tour to be over before we introduce you to fractals. But if you wish to indulge Octavia, please, by all means."
Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
Azul will raise her hand. And I shall participate.
I don't know why you're lifting your
Oh.
hand, but I guess I will do the same. He raises his hand.
Rain throws her hand into the air, which brings it like maybe almost eye level height with everyone else.
Please understand, I do not have a question. I'm just agreeing.
Here, instead of lifting his hand all the way up, just gives a thumbs up.
Octavia turns to Myrrh and says, "Myrrh, can you give them one strict sight, please?" As Myrrh says, "Of course, of course. Normally wait till the end." As he goes over and presents each of the players a opal gemstone in the carving of an owl. Should the
Cool.
fractal be too much, please break this gemstone. It will release you from the fractal.
Make sure Rain gets it.
Like Rain takes it and she's marveling over it.
Just look at her. I cannot trust myself to not break it before we enter. I assume you will probably be more responsible.
This is a temporary strict sight. We'll get you an official one once you are into one of the houses. Octavia, you'd see Octavia move her tentacle, and suddenly she would produce a portal, and would move her tentacle forward, and you'd see one of the students say, "Good luck, newbies," as one of the students waves.
Rain just gives a very, very extremely enthusiastic thumbs up.
I nod and say, "Luck is not needed. Skill is all I have."
I'm ready.
Let's do this, guys. And she like tosses some itty bitty fireworks in the air, like, yeah.
Octavia would move the portal above the group before lowering her tentacle on it as the portal swallows the group. When the party comes to, they would be in what appears to be a darkened darkened library. You would hear Octavia's voice. "This tells the tale of the students of the Midnight Clock Tower."
And immediately, Rain is just scanning about, very, very intrigued. Like, given the layout here, she hops up onto the couch to get a better view of the room, standing all of her 4'11".
Yeah, so in front of the group there would be a single blue door, sealed. Flanking the group left and right would be two pipe organs. You would also see two rooms splitting off to your southeast and southwest.
Satari's gonna walk up to one of the pipe organs and just push on a key to see if it makes a noise.
Depending on your skill of a pipe organ, you go bong.
Here just kind of walks towards one of the stairs going down. Is there a seal near there too?
Whatever, there is a barrier in front of you, Sahir.
That is
Okay, that's what we just wanted to check.
that is unfortunate. With that bonus, only getting a 10.
Looking around the room for potential clues.
Octavia's voice would appear once again and says, As the students entered the Midnight Clock Tower, they were met with but a single blue door. How they opened the door, though, that is what for you to discover.
Where's the door?
North.
Examine the door.
The door appears to have no handle, nor a slit down the middle, like as if it's a double-sided door.
So no keyhole or anything either?
No keyhole. Nope.
I'm assuming that this is
Like
a
knock on the door?
series of
Start
books here.
investigating the room.
Yep.
Rain is going to be poring over those tomes, looking at them, seeing what might they hold.
If I ritual cast detect magic just to see what type of magic's on that door.
Yeah, if you'd like.
Remember, that's 10 minutes.
You magic.
Yep, I know.
I'm testing out the other organ.
The heart beats rhythmically.
As Rain looks over one of the books, a blue book stands out to her.
She kind of looks to the left, looks to the right, takes stock of where everyone else is, and then pulls the book out.
You hold a blue book before you that resembles the door.
I am opening it up, and I am immediately starting to read it.
As you open up the book, suddenly a creature would jolt out of the book. A black inky-like creature with a purple smile and purple eyes. It's tiny. It's not nearly that big.
There's an audible squeak.
It's just as it cheers out.
The hell is that?
It's an inkling.
The inkling opens its mouth to Rain and pulls its mouth apart and does the whole a long tongue, licks eyes. He like blah, 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 blah.
It does the haunter stuff.
Yeah.
Sitting here giving us big haunter vibes. I love it.
The inky creature swirls around.
I was gonna say, can Satari do a cantrip with thaumaturgy to like make her eyes go big and be like blah blah blah, blah back to it?
If you want to.
Yeah, sure.
See, I'm not sure.
Its eyes open and it starts giggling.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure if thaumaturgy would do the big eyes thing, but it definitely would give you big, noisy noises at it. Regardless, thaumaturgy would be a very fun use there.
It's you alter the appearance of your eyes for 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
That's why I love it.
I never took it that way, but that's smart. I like that. I think I will allow that to be my headcanon in my games at the very least from now on.
The creature that you assume is an inkling rotates its head into its inky, what we would assume its head, as it turns its head upside down like an owl before turning it around back around again.
And then Satari's gonna try and like also turn, but like do like a cartwheel. See, hopefully she doesn't slam into Rain nearby as she does the cartwheel.
Oh god!
You would see as Satari would horribly fail and fall on her rear. You see the inkling start bursting out, laughing and pointing.
Rain tries to get out of the way and gets toppled by Satari in the process. They end up on the ground together.
Oh, ow! Sorry.
With Rain kind of awkwardly sitting on top of Satari.
The creature continuing to laugh maniacally.
Rain just sits there. She goes, "How?"
Sorry, I was trying to sort of bond with this little inkling, but I think he's got me beat in the acrobatics.
Dio moves over and helps both of you up. You okay?
Yep, I'm okay.
Yeah.
And she does like a couple.
A couple what?
Just stretches, like, you know, puts her hands on her hips and stretches out her back and stuff.
And Rain just goes,
Yeah.
yeah, just my pride.
The inkling would forward, and he would hold out both of its fingers, one finger blue and one finger red.
It's like, oh, he's got 2 different color fingers. Do they usually do that? And she's like talking to Rain while she's pointing at the inkling.
So
Rain just kind of shrugs, but
address the inkling. So why are you holding out different colored fingers? Is there a rule here we need to understand?
Rain immediately looks at that bookcase. Is there a red book?
Yeah, there's a red book.
Rain kind of points to the red book and looks at the inkling for response.
The inkling nods.
She pulls out the red book and kind of looks to the rest of the party to see if anyone is opposed to her trying to open that book, considering the blue book brought out the first one.
You would see the inkling cover its face and kind of you give the whole like oh no expression.
I don't know if you should open that based on it covering its face like that.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it is obliterating things. So if you're worried about that, I can make sure that whether I live or die, whatever comes out will be eviscerated.
I don't think that's
As
big
the
risk
inkling
here.
pulls out the inkling pulls out a finger and gives like the nah motion with its single finger, waving it back and forth.
You didn't say the magic word. Sorry. To which Rain is going to kind of move to the other side of the room to kind of create some distance between her and everyone else. She kind of gets down, lays the book down, and is getting ready to spring away, effectively taking a dodge action as she opens the book.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Sure.
who's got mage hand to like open this from afar?
I do not have magic.
As Rain opens the book, Rain is the only one that needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage on it now. Because she was ready. And she needs it. Oh, she didn't need it that time.
All right, you'll take half in fire damage.
Whoa.
As suddenly a ruin of a firework would appear from the book open and would explode outwards in a 10-foot radius around her.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Like there's the explosion. And Rain's just kind of judging
The
by
inkling
how well
starts
I rolled.
laughing.
There's a sweet ass action roll as she comes up, and as far as you guys can tell, she is completely unscathed.
As the inkling attempts to slam its inky hand onto the desk next to it, like laughing hysterically.
Oh, aren't you a sneaky little thing?
It's what they do.
As the inkling holds out a green finger. But go on, Rain.
No, that's all she said was, that's what they do.
Wait, Rain, you opened the blue book already, right?
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Oh, okay. So then, otherwise, the red one was an explosion book. The green one, unless there's such thing as a green explosion, or if there's a purple book.
You can roll me a perception.
Okay.
With a 15, you would spot a orange and a yellow book.
Huh. Orange and yellow are all I can find, and she still
The
like pulls them
inkling
off.
is holding out a green finger
Hmm.
and
Man,
eyeing you,
Pulling the yellow book down.
and eyeing you, waiting for your next move.
Satari is like, looks at the inkling, looks at the books, and pulls the yellow book down.
The inkling would do the face.
Oh god.
Which means it could be Josh and us.
As the
Hey!
You see the Inkling cross its hand and look at you appropriately, and you just get the sense that it would say, "Are you sure?"
And then she'd be like, "Here, we can look at it really close together." And then she like starts inching towards it with the book.
The Inkling moves.
She chases after the Inkling. You're like, "You sure? You sure it's not this book right here? Like we can open it together."
The Inkling proceeds to move on top of the.
I will
top of the
climb up there
organ.
after you. Is this the right book? She's like now standing on like the pew of the pipe organ and like waving the book up at him and being like, "Is this it?"
You would see the Inkling sigh and give a nod.
It's like, "See, we're such a good team." And then she gives like the Inkling a thumbs up and hops back down.
It sighs dejectively.
But still, Rain, do you want to open this one?
Rain was giggling the whole time. She just shakes her head.
You would see the Inkling looking at the book, hands on its what would be hips.
Man, that's really
Oh,
sad.
well.
The Inkling.
I thought we could open this together. She says, playfully with the Inkling.
The Inkling gives a dismissive, "Go on, open it."
She's now pondering it and second guessing. Be like, "Well, you were still holding up a green finger." And then she looks over to Rain and be like, "Should we open the blue and the yellow book at the same time?"
Well, the blue book was open to bring him out. And, I mean, color theory would make sense that his green hint would be the yellow and the blue.
The Inkling nods.
Okay, so maybe, Rain, if you put the blue book open down, and then I'll put the yellow book next to it, and you take a few steps back, and then I'll fling this yellow one open and try and, I don't know, dodge whatever comes out.
Rain would come over, set down the blue book, and then scurry back and still take a dodge action back there.
Okay, is everyone good? Everyone far enough away? You ready?
I have not moved, so I am for sure ready.
Okay, and so she like sort of is like 90 degrees from the book, like she's getting ready to sprint, but she has like her hand on the book cover ready to fling it open. So she's like, "And go!" And then she like flings it open while also trying to dash ahead.
Once the book's open, a yellow mist would protrude from the yellow mist, and a fly would. You'd see a little gnat or a bug from one of the fires go over, touch the yellow mist. It would instantly fall to the ground, and it starts, shuddering like it's like paralyzed.
Huh.
As the Inkling crosses its arms and says, and nods.
Rain, do you know what that stuff is?
Mr. DM, what would I roll to identify what that is?
You can do you can do nature.
Let me turn off advantage. Do I
It
know
appears to be it appears a paralyzing pollen.
Which is more or less what I was thinking above game, but yeah. So Rain
That-
she goes, "I think that's a paralyzing pollen. Not pleasant, but I don't think it would hurt. But definitely not fun to experience yourself."
The Inkling gives a thumbs up.
So how does this paralyzing thing help us with the door, I guess?
Which Rain looks at it and she goes, "You're not even trying to help us open the door, are you?"
It puts one hand on its hip.
How could you doubt that little face?
It smiles widely.
Because we're in a library, and my guess is it's one of those things that like to cause mischief.
No.
They do.
The Inkling looks down at its looks down at its wrist. Holds its hand up and just kind of like you would see if it had a foot, you'd see the inkling like tap the top of the organ as it's looking down at its wrist.
Well, we don't have time for your shenanigans either. Be more direct on what you wish us to do.
We just need to figure out
Its size.
what we need to play on the organs, probably together. They both probably need to be played at the same time.
Yes, but what should be playing unless some weird notes are hidden in those books that we can't kind of reach because of that paralyzing stuff?
Where is it at? I mean, above there?
Upon
What?
further inspection of the organ, you would see one red key, one blue key, and one yellow key.
Oh, there's different colored keys on here that sort of match the books we've found. Red, blue, and yellow.
Let's play them.
The inkling holds up a 1 finger, then a 2 finger, then a 3 finger.
Play the note sequence of what we have found. I believe it was blue,
Red,
red, yellow.
Okay, so Satari is gonna play each of those notes in that order.
And Rain would come over here and say, count us in. And then
Okay.
And as opposed to a massive ensemble of you hear what appears to be some type of familiar lullaby begin to play on the pianos, and suddenly an orange key would appear.
Would I be able to roll to like recognize the lullaby?
If you want to, you can roll a history.
So since
Oh,
I
cool.
think
The
it's
thing I'm
been-
garbage at.
Since it's been like 10 minutes, do I at least know what the hell is making this magic door?
Yeah, transmutation.
Okay, thank you. Now I have,
Welcome back,
guys.
Spear.
but now I have like detect magic, like pretty much available for
the next 10 minutes.
next 10
The
minutes.
the inkling
Oh,
the inkling holds out an orange finger, and then makes the push down motion.
Which Rain would
So now we
reach over and
press
press
orange.
orange together with Satari.
Does Satari press orange too?
Yeah. Yep.
When the orange key is pressed, suddenly the song would come to an end, and the room would grow a light, and all the lights would turn on and the flames would go out as the inkling reaches out dramatically and opens its mouth of it saying, "No!" before dramatically vanishing into the light.
that was.
As the
Aw, my
blue
little buddy's gone.
as the blue door opens, and the door translucently fades away.
We did it! And Satari like runs over to Rain and just like picks her up and hugs her, even though there's a size difference.
There is a dramatic size difference considering she is tiny.
Yep,
And-
enjoy that hug.
And she's kind of sitting there, goes stiff as a board as you're holding her.
You played so well! And she's just like hugging, nuzzling her.
Aww.
So let's go!
She's kind of furtively staring at Zahir.
Just accept it. It'll be fine.
There-
Just accept.
You know that look
As the,
that Crystal probably gives to whichever one of you isn't the one giving her the bath. Well, one of you guys, when you guys give her a bath, the parent that didn't put her in the tub, that furtive stare of, "How could you do this to me?" Yeah, that's kind
one
of the
time
look
we
she's
had-
giving you.
The one time we've had to do it, both of us put her in the bath.
Well, regardless, she still gave
Yeah.
both of you guys the how could you do this to me kind of stare. That's
You would
that's Rain's look.
as you would hear Octavia's voice, and so the heroes solved the puzzle in the midnight clock tower and proceeded forward. as suddenly the group would the group's vision would turn dark for a moment before they would be right outside the where they stood before.
Oh, okay. I was like, where did we go?
Octavia retracts her tentacle and being like, "Ta-da!"
Satari's like cheering applause and like jumping up and down because she really enjoyed that.
Rain just kind of sits there and sheepishly holds up a finger and does a prestidigitation of a little bit of sparks of fanfare.
You would see Myrrh clap his feathers, and then Octavia says, "That's not all I can do. I can recreate those wishing to test their prowess. I can recreate monsters, creatures, and humans for our students to test their might against.
Cool.
Also, if the students wish to explore a cavern, a crypt, or a cave, I can create that for them as well. Or, if a student just wants a humble abode away from it all, I can create a fractal of that as well."
And Rain's just kind of awestruck at the concept. It's a lot of power for one entity to have, and she is understandably, like I said, awestruck.
Be on the side of the group, you would hear multiple claps as you would see a group of students clapping at your return. They appear to be housed with different schools. Give me a quick moment to get that sorted out.
If they've got identifying markers for their houses, Rain would be like, she would like lean to Sahir, kind of tug him closer and point to each one's markers and, you know, going, that's this house, that's that house.
He's gonna try to see exactly which one she's talking about, you know, as she's going through them, just kind of putting it to his own memory.
She'd like start from the left.
You would see you would see you would see a gentleman of Eastern descent, wearing a prim and proper silver and black, you know, almost like tuxedo, if you would. You would behind him you would see a girl with green hair with green buns, wearing what appears to be a green and light green outfit. And then you would just see a normal student below her with undetermined housing logo, but you can definitely tell the gentleman is a silver quill, and the girl's a quandrix. And then one of the students takes off their hood and reveals the crest of Lorehold. She has a crimson fiery red hair. She has definitely more what appears to be it appears more of like pins than most of them together. As she claps her hands and says, "Well done, newbies, well done."
There's all these use effort.
Satari just has a big, proud smile.
As Mer says, Lena, it's a pleasure to see you here. as he smiles, and hey Mer, long time. It's been a bit, hasn't it? Yeah, you left to go. You left to go grab these newbies. You didn't even say bye to me. She sighs. Oh well. Well, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to Haven. Oh, by the way, we leave out the Strix part.
Tahir kind of just looks at the group, kind of rubs his chin. It's not like exactly ogling, but he's still kind of just like looking at the
Taking
group.
stock, appreciating.
Yeah.
He's gauging the potential, man.
Making choices.
This is Mer says, pardon me. This is Lena. She is the she's a third year student here at Strixhaven. She's also the student elect. Would you say the top performing student at Strixhaven? As she says, "Oh, there you go again, Merv. Man, why can't you just let me be a normal student for once?" As the three say, "Yeah, she's so cool." Yeah, like she's everything I want to be. She's an inspiration to me, the lady says. Yeah, her fighting prowess isn't half bad either, the Silver Quill says. And the one underneath is just fangirling and ogling.
Which Rain is sitting there writing down notes about this new individual.
The Octavia would turn towards Lena and says, "Ah, lovely Lena. How was your fractal? How was your fractal dwell?" And she nods and says, "You know, I was thinking it could be a little tougher next time, Octavia." As Octavia looks dejectedly sad for a moment. I see. I'll have to try better next time if I'm going to outsmart you. And she says, "Yeah, you're willing to try." As the students say, "Well, we're going to do another delve." The three say, and Lena says, "Very well. I'm done for the day." As they said, "Very well." Well, as they wave and go back down the hallway into another portal.
Wave.
Lena, I do have some stuff to accompany to. I do not want to miss Celia's class teaching. If you could finish the rest of the tour without me. As Lena says, all right, sure. I got them. They're in good hands. And plus, they much rather hang around me than some crabby old man, am I right? She winks. Merv says, "You heard me." Who?
Rain kind of looks at him. She goes, "He was a wealth of information. I liked him."
Well, yeah. Just wait till you get in later years and see if you keep that opinion. Food, he says. He says, "You're so rude." What's up?
He says, mumbles under his breath. It reminds me of the abacus I forgot to flick.
Abacus, I forgot.
Yeah. He opens a dimension door and says, "Well, toodaloo, I will be reconvening with you soon. Until then, you're in good hands. It's nice to be shown around by a student. You get to learn all the young people lingo and stuff."
Young people lingo. Oh, you're funny.
As he steps through the door, Octavia says, Well, new students. I would love to get to know you all more personally. I'm sure you have fantastic stories to tell, but I'm sure we'll get the chance."
Like, at the start of that, Rain was starting to look excited, and then she says, the part about having exciting stories to tell, and she kind of visibly deflates and says just loud enough for Sahir to hear. And she goes, "I just read books."
The books, stories.
The creature would loosen its grip on the columns before seeping down into the water.
Oh, as Octavia goes, Rain's like, "Bye, Octavia."
She's Lena says, "Yeah, she's she's a something, isn't she? Really sweet. She almost ignores the fact that this place was built to contain her."
It almost makes you feel bad for the amount of squid I've actually, and octopus, and other tentacle beings that I've eaten with great pleasure. I'm sorry, I was about to say something about that, but it makes me. Would anybody like to go out and get some octopus?
Hey, if you're looking for grub, I can take you to the tavern.
Oh, yes,
Right.
please.
Food.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we're not gonna go to the Firebolt Tavern. All the lame students go there.
Which
We're-
wait,
we're-
wait,
we're-
As he burns the wall.
said Firebolt Tavern? Is that what she said?
No, we're not gonna go to Firebolt Tavern, which the Firebolt Cafe, which is where all the lame people go. We're gonna go to the Bows Inn Tavern.
Rain writes in her book, Firebolt Tavern, where lame people go? Question mark. She does not fully understand. She is not hip to the lingo.
As she would say, well, like I said, my name's Lena. You can leave out the whole elect thing. I pay no mind to it. As she just kind of steps through the group.
Rain would fall in
Oh.
parallel to Sahir as follow after.
You can't help but a lot of the other students are like oogling and goggling over Lena as they walk, and you hear what are the new people doing with Lena, kind of thing.
What the fuck?
So you just hears him whispering like, "Oh God."
I heard the whispering. That's why I was like, "What the hell?"
He turns back to you. He sort of winks. They're using spells to listen to us. Of course, I had to say something ridiculous.
As they get out to the as the party gets out of the biblioplex, Lena gives a stretch and says, "Ah, wonderful. Ah, stuffy in there a bit at times. Well, hey newbies, it's good to see you. Welcome, like I said, welcome to Strixhaven.
Thank you.
Though most of the students just call it Haven. It makes it easier."
So we've heard.
And again, she's like notating all this. Call it Haven.
So yeah, you guys must have had an interesting travel to get here.
Honestly, it was. The whole, space battles were pretty cool.
Yeah, Minerva's pretty cool. You'll see her about if she takes an interest in you.
Oh, Minerva too, but the other ones that attacked stuff and different things that were attacking each other. Yeah, it was.
Nah, I wish I could remember my first time coming here to Strixhaven.
First time?
Yeah, I've been here quite a while. Or honestly,
You're
I don't know
allowed to
how.
leave?
Honestly, I don't know how long I've been here. To be honest with you.
I thought once you come here, you're not allowed to leave until you finish whatever you're supposed to do.
You can leave if you drop out, but why would you want to leave when all your stuff's provided for you? And plus you got people like Myrrh, Octavia, and the rest of the friends too. But no, after each year's completed, you have a chance to return home if you wish for a vacation, or if you permanently want to leave, you can do that too. I unfortunately don't remember any family really or any past. All I remember is just coming to the school. Oh, I'm part of Lorehold, by the way. I work with I work with Octavia to find and record events and such.
That makes more sense on why you're still here.
Yeah, I'm third third year too, about to become fourth year. Assuming I get the dean's approval, of course. They're hard to win over, you know.
We don't know. We just got here.
You're in for quite the treat, aren't you? Sorry, it's been a while since I've had a chance to talk to new students. It's been quite a bit. So here I am thinking everyone knows everything.
Maybe one day. Today, fortunately, not that day.
Yeah, you're all old, you're all old enough and can hold some alcohol, can't you?
Yes.
I mean,
Oh.
after drinking a little bit, I do tend to have to pee a lot. Do I need to hold it?
I can't tell if you're serious or not. Lena says before shrugging.
He blinks twice.
As she guides the group down off the biblioplex down a quick walkway until they find what appears to be you'd see an old rustic sign outside that says the Bows Inn Tavern, and you can see the buildings compared to the pristine buildings around it. It's pretty worn for wear, I would say.
Done been through it.
Yeah, normally normally we don't allow first timers here at the Bowen, first years here at the Bowen's Tavern. But hey, you're with me and you're technically not assigned to a house yet, so my treat.
Oh, great!
As she pushes open the doors, you would see you would see all the other students stop, and they would give a wave as the group as the group enters, as they find a table to sit down. So unlike the Firebolt Cafe, stuff isn't free here. People find jobs here and such, make some money on the side.
Like, doing
Here
what?
takes a small note.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, she was just asking, like, what kind of side jobs?
Side jobs? Well, there's many side jobs here. There's cleaning the campus, working for one of the houses, participating in the Archway Stadium games.
Wait, you get paid for those?
Yes, of course you do.
Ooh.
Only if you win, of course.
Ow.
Yeah. But of course, it's divided into divisions. You know, I've been looking for a team for a while myself, but nothing ever really came across and struck a fancy.
Do we all have to be a part of the same house to be a team?
No, not at all.
I look at the Gith, the human that's bookworm, the other tiefling, the dragon. Or I was like, we might be an eclectic enough group to make our own team and to cause some serious havoc here. It could be fun.
I'd
We
say
may have different
Satari is-
definitions.
What was that?
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say Satari's just excitedly wagging her tail at the idea.
We may have different definitions of fun, but you could be right about this one.
Yeah. I bet y'all could really shake things up around here.
I mean, if anything, it would give us good chance to practice.
Yeah. Listen, unfortunately, without going to Artivia, there isn't much to do exploring-wise around here. It's mostly just go to your classes, hang out with friends, study, go to Octavia for practical experience. As an owl would come up, wearing an apron. He is less old than Merv, but has a nice pointed stash. As he says, "Ah, Lena, welcome back. Are these the newbies I heard so much about?"
Wait, what?
Rain actively lifts a book to kind of hide behind, especially with somebody saying they've heard so much about us.
The
I hear the same reaction, like he doesn't mind, but like, what?
the emotions. This is Brand, by the way. He's a good friend of everyone. Me too, and well, eventually you all. He gives a the rather large and old owl gives a wave of feather. Says, "Ah, yes, a friend of Lena's a friend of mine. Ah, first round of drinks on the house."
Woo! I like you already.
Lena says, "Yeah, not many students are brave enough or can complete Octavia's challenge, especially after just arriving. So,
Wait, so news of us doing that spread that fast?
yeah, you'd be surprised how far magic travels.
Damn.
And plus, everyone's watching, in some way, shape, and form.
What now?
Sweats.
Well, yeah, it's magic. You don't think there's magic around that can see people's actions?
No.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but
Is everyone stalkers in their own unique way?
You could say that, I suppose.
Oh, good.
At least in the male audience.
Satari just slowly turns her head at you.
Sweats more intensely.
I mean, traditionally, women don't have to stalk. Women stalk their prey, but men stalk their mates. It's all well known and documented.
Sahir
Thinking
just
back
put
until
the,
when you were saying that there was underwear in your pocket.
Sahir just put
Lena,
He shows his pockets are empty. That was a joke.
he just puts a hand on Theo's shoulder, like you're just digging yourself a worse grave, my friend.
Right? I don't see how this would cause me to be dead. I'm alive.
You are digging yourself your own grave.
I mean,
Brand,
I could kill here and have everybody join me if I were to die.
Rain is now going to actively sit away from Theo.
I wouldn't do that, of course, but I'm confused on this digging her grave analogy. What do you mean by this? What does this terminology mean? And he says it with a little bit of an accent, like a much. He says it with an infernal accent. Actually, if you don't know the language, don't worry about it. But you'll recognize it if you do.
Kind of just like he just has that look on the face, processing like, do I really want to go through a conversation like we had to with the snacks?
Rain kind of just goes, from behind her book, she kind of goes, "Well, remember, he's very literal."
That's fair. It's
right.
a figure of speech.
Lena,
You
this
do
is-
not actually dig your own grave, but
Lena tries to interject into the conversation. Says, "So, what houses y'all joining?"
What do you mean? I don't think we had a choice. I was told I have to be Silverquill.
You don't have to be anything.
But the sorter said Silverquill.
She tilts her head. I don't think you've had initiation yet.
no, we haven't.
Nope.
Oh, I did the test initiation before I came. I'm sorry.
You may have taken one of those survey flyers.
Yes. Exactly. One of those.
Rain still hiding behind her book. Sarah goes, I'm hoping for Quandrix.
Ah, Quandrix. I can see it. I can see it.
That
I
gets her to lower the book just a little bit.
I would rather not have to duel and kill people, though.
You're mistaken if that's all what Silverquill does.
Oh, good. Okay. What else do they do?
Well, most of them are stuck up, snobby, tend to think that they're the end all be all of everything.
This does not sound like a good place to be a part of. I will
But
have
they,
to
but they,
research-
they do excel at the dueling arts.
Do they teach you how to fight multiple opponents at once?
Yes, of course.
Oh. Could be useful.
Yeah. If you take a stop by the campus, you'll see basically the mom of the school, Shali. Murd, don't let Murd fool you. He's rather smitten for her. And then of course you have Emberos. They're just not making him happy. Makes me think where his life went wrong, you know?
Maybe he had a lover that just never loved him back.
Could be.
Crystal, don't give me that look like you're about to bite the couch.
She chuckles. Maybe. As Brand arrives with a round of honey mead for everyone.
Ooh.
And Rain will
It's
very-
it's a Haven special. It's not very alcohol. It's not very alcohol content heavy, but it does have a very sweet taste to it.
Rain will definitely partake, but she is also going to be partaking very, very slowly. Because she is painfully lightweight.
Yes, Crystal.
He's learned that 1 or 2 drinks is enough. He does not need any more because his wits are important. He's never had a social interaction that's made drinking better.
If you're all interested in signing up for the Archway Stadium games, once you'll want to talk to Quinn. He'll get you all signed up.
To Quinn. Got it.
Yeah, he's a Quandrix owl. You'll know when you see him. No, and don't challenge him on whatever he says. Just nod and accept it, please. You don't want to get into a logical argument with him. Trust me, I made it. I've made it. I made the mistake in the past.
Seer kind of just slowly looks over towards Rain like, never know. She's logical.
Interesting.
Yeah, he talked numbers and yeah, whatever Quandrix does. She's she gives a dismissive wave.
Rain just kind of frowns slightly.
Nothing wrong with numbers, but
Yeah, the rule of thumb is not to have an argument with a Quandrix student. That's the key.
Rain just kind of frowns. She goes, logic.
Yes, indeed. She smiles. Says, You seem different though, so I look forward to seeing your progress.
KFC?
What? I didn't catch what you said there, Wiz.
literally
Sorry.
thought he said the KFC and I got really confused.
Yeah,
got
fried
too.
rodent.
Maybe some chicken in this school.
Fuck
So,
yeah.
while we got some time to ourselves with a fellow student, got any questions?
Yeah, did the roaches in the sewers come with gravy?
And Rain slowly looks to.
She tilts her head and's like, no roaches here.
What? So got a look of bewilderment. But
Rain's
how
ghast is flabbered.
garner, like meat. Like I don't see any farming. I don't see anything else here besides school. How do you bring food for your populace?
Oh, we make it. She waves her hand.
You make it? Like what do you
Yes. Hey, Bran. Bran says, "Gosh, no one remembers the old way of things." As she sighs, as she motions to the glass and just waves her finger as she casts create water as water appears inside the glass.
They use arcane means to fabricate.
And she nods. Indeed, that one is right. We can fabricate anything we need. Thus, our reliance on the outside is next to none.
What do you get from the outside? Just curious.
New students.
People and students, honestly.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm sure, as you can tell, the reliance on magic here is quite heavy, if not suffocating. Interesting to believe that that 10 years ago, this whole place was destroyed.
We heard about that on our way here.
Now, the school's been destroyed twice. One was a bit ago. One was 10 years. The other one was some odd 20.
What basically the best track record within the last 50 years.
You are correct on that one. Like I said, this place is not without its problems. That's for sure. Magic is quite powerful, and if enough of it goes into the wrong hands, it can morph the mind.
Absolute power corrupts absolute.
Exactly. We at the students of Lorehold, we try to understand the delicate balance of pursuing power and then using power for peaceful reasons to uncover the history of corruption and the balance between who was right in history and who's not.
Interesting.
But how do you find the information for history from the losers? Because the winners write history. So how do you find out what was rewritten?
Well,
What
you
was
go
ever written?
you go right to the losers.
And if you don't remember,
Sorry, go ahead.
that's what I was literally about to say the same thing.
What was it?
Sorry, Bill.
What was it, Bill?
No, I was just gonna say, and don't forget that they also have that wonderful octopus that seems to transcend the history itself. So, losers or winners, they can still forgo and find out exactly what happened and put it down properly.
She nods. Some of us. What do you mean by how?
Well, if they're killed, how do you get their information?
Well, you go back enough time to where the events unfold, and you observe.
So you're serious about time travel? You weren't joking?
She shakes her head. No. But also keep in mind that we are unable to influence the outcome of what's there. We're simply participants and observers.
And I'm sure you guys have someone dedicated to go in there and getting the true history without actually poking around too much.
Yes, that's pretty much what Lorehold does.
So I take it those in the class of Lorehold would be spending much time in the past.
Yes, indeed. The past, learning from the past so we don't repeat it in the future. I think that's what the old saying goes.
Makes sense.
Because if you know what happened in the past, you can avoid it in the future. However, the school hasn't had the best track record in that, as you've assumed.
But focusing too much on the past will blind you to the future itself.
And she raises her finger and says, "Exactly. That's where the balance lies." And that's the balance that we at Lorehold seek to understand. The ability to manipulate and learn from the past to protect the future.
It's a good saying, but dog.
But you also know the saying is those who focus on the past are bound to repeat it.
You would be correct on that one. there are holes in all the philosophies and at Haven. Like I said, it's not a perfect society. As much as the outside, as much as the outside looks. I unfortunately don't remember much of my time here, to be honest with you.
That causes a little bit of a furrow to Rain's brow.
So you tend to stay here for a prolonged time and forget the world beyond? Do you know how many years you have been here?
She shrugs. I don't honestly. Last time I remember getting off the boat to Strixhaven, here at the school, and I don't even remember what I was in the past.
Well, why don't you go down to Octavia and speak to her about your past?
I tend to think there's a reason why I don't remember. I prefer to keep it that way.
It could be a good or a bad thing.
I'm sure there's those who are out beyond these walls that miss and would love to hear from you once again. But then again, to each their own.
I wouldn't even know who to contact, even if I were to leave.
You don't even remember if you came from places like either Waterdeep or somewhere like that?
She shakes her head. No, like I said, I remember coming into Strixhaven and being a student here, and then yeah.
And you've always been a lower hold.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I sure have. Lore hold till the end, she says.
Now, do you remember the name of the teachers you had when you were here? As suddenly a large book gets pulled out and flipped open.
Rain's been taking notes this whole time, eyes darting back and forth over the top of her book. She's barely taken a single sip out of her drink.
Yeah, you have Augusta and Plarg.
Augusta and Plarg. And were you here for the destruction of the school 10 years ago?
Yeah, actually, though I can't remember my part in it, but I feel like I have.
And you're stating this was exactly 10 years ago, from this very moment in time.
Roughly, yeah.
As I look to everybody else.
Very, very slow lifting of the eyebrow. Still.
So Sorry, go ahead.
Still quietly writing.
So approximately, it took us 5-year journey to get here. So 5 years before we arrived, the school was destroyed.
Jesus Christ.
That's a good question, to be honest with you.
I'm sorry, the reason I ask so many questions, you are the lower old disciple, so therefore I figured you would understand and be more attuned to such subjects.
There's some things even I don't know. Well, remember anyways.
No, that's understandable. I figured such a great event of a school being completely demolished would be a great event that would stick with one's memory.
Yeah, I remember Octavia showing me it.
Writes that down. But you don't remember it yourself.
No, but Octavia showed me participating in it, that's for sure.
Participated in it.
Yeah, supposedly.
And what would your age be again?
Looks down, says, "I don't know."
Is there by chance a roll I could make to gauge her age? If there isn't, that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, use a perception, I guess.
No, I'm not good at that.
As I'm staring at her, we're still in the tavern, correct?
Yeah, you're still in the tavern.
I look over to the bartender themselves as I walk up, and I politely, "Sir, what age are you current?"
Me? Phew. Man, that's such an odd question.
Odd questions tend to be what I do. New to this type of plane of existence, therefore I try to understand those around.
I lost track after 40.
That's
Well, that is good because you look no greater than 33.
Oh, man, you're such a flatterer.
You hurt my feelings.
As I smile and nod, you said this is a place with a bunch of students, correct?
Yeah.
I walk over to a table of students. I do a
They
slight
all look
bow.
at you and they look at you and the most judging face.
I apologize for inconvenience you at this moment. I am doing a study currently, and I just wish to ask the ages of those in different households. May I ask your ages?
No, 21. The girl
I
says
write
22. 22.
She lies. She's
23?
clearly 25.
As I mark down the ages, I do a slight bow. Thank you. I close it and I walk over back to our group. And I stand there.
At some point, this man's gonna get himself. Seer says to himself,
Man.
talking about Theo.
Oh,
In that case, yes, man.
yes.
Mm.
Well, this seems to be a strange coincidence. Those who have reached above the age of studenthood have forgotten how old they are and how long they've been here. Quite peculiar for a place full of magic.
It could be. Maybe we've all just gotten so used to life here that, it all the rest seemed meaningless. She shrugs.
Maybe age here does not depict youthfulness, which is the reason why age is such a dominating factor in the regular world. So somebody here might be 100 years old, but in the regular plane could be 23 in appearance.
No, yes, there are many magical forms that allow one to extend one's livelihood for a prolonged time, or they might just be using very good magic that masks one's aging.
You could
And
say
they may actually
they have a
look.
good face cream.
What about the same magical moisturizer?
Cocoa butter.
Oh, one last question for you, madam. The
Yeah.
friction between the houses, has that always been a common thing, and do they always seem to be at one's end? I've heard many have great dislike for Silverquill.
Silverquill just gets a bad rep for their personality, but they were also responsible for the first destruction of Strixhaven.
What?
Well,
and
a few of them explored the. According to Octavia, a few of the students explored the forbidden section of the Biblioplex. Somehow they stole a key off one of the deans, and they were dabbling in magic beyond their control. They uncovered something referring to summoning a demon god, and it corrupted them. And they sacrificed a lot of people A lot of people will willingly sacrifice themselves to bring about this demon into Strixhaven. Thankfully, the headmasters intervened and saved Strixhaven from complete destruction.
I look around to everybody, and we are sure that this demon god was truly vanquished.
Well, he was sent back to whatever hellish portal he came through.
I see.
Lord Silverquill was a cult, is what you're saying.
Well, yes. But the fact that they willingly sacrificed themselves, like, that is so perplexing. Like, I'm not talking about, like, I'm talking about, like, blood sacrifice. Like, knives and stuff.
And as my great horned friend over here has made very clear, Theo, well, history is written by the victors.
What he didn't say is, or ask, is who won?
As I look,
the not cult?
I was about to say, I looked
She
down.
kind of shrugs a little bit.
We are
I
standing
mean-
in the place.
I mean, all the cultists sacrificed themselves, so she kind of shrugs. But that's just what Octavia's told me. Like I said, I wasn't there or have any experience with it other than what I've seen. You can always ask Octavia to play it back for you.
At this point, I am very well and okay with this. I may check out some of the books relating to said subject and read before experiencing any flashbacks from Octavia.
Well, if you're leaving on that stuff, you'll have to go deep into the archive for books on that stuff. After the whole incident with the demon, they locked that stuff up nice and tight.
Even a history based on it?
Yeah. But you didn't hear this from me, but you know how Octavia has the ability to take you back in time? You can't influence history, but you can interact with it. She smiles.
I smile back. I'm very grateful for such insight into those abilities.
That's a Lorehold secret feelings.
So you cannot change history, but you can ask questions while in there.
Or visit areas that were once accessible.
So if some person were to follow the cultists into the restricted section, just fun thoughts. One that I'm
Fun.
actually quite interested in myself.
Fun thoughts.
Surprised nobody's done that before.
Yeah. I don't even know if Octavia would even let you.
I guess we would just have to utilize one's speech to interpret a way of making it seem as if a different part of it. Again, history is vast, and many events happened well before and during.
I would agree with you on that one.
I'm sorry, you used the word interpretate. What the fuck do you mean by that?
There. We can always
Is that
visit
different?
a time.
There's
that-
interpretation. There's. The hell does interpretate mean? Sorry, what do you mean by when you say interpretate?
by stating that once we are asking for something, and we don't always have to ask for exactly what we were seeking. We can always ask for state a time during the cultist period, but we were looking for a different part of history during a class sessions. does not mean we'll be stuck doing those class sessions, but be able to wander the school freely as if it was that time.
So
Oh, Lena says, bingo. Though, if you don't mind me asking, why are you so interested in it? that knowledge isn't exactly, well, unless you're actively looking to learn that stuff.
As we've all come to determination of what is happening, I mean, one's understanding of history helps one ensure it doesn't happen again. But don't focus too much on the past and focus a little bit on the future. A well balance, would you not say, one of the lore hold?
Yeah, I would say so. Just be careful, Fractals are unstable. And like I said, I would hate, for especially you all new students as you are dabbling in that area.
Do not worry. Hey, I plan to expand my horizon on knowledge before I ever attempt to do something so dangerous and, well, not alone. Hopefully.
She sighs and says, yeah, must be nice to have, there's something to look forward to. She smiles.
Are you restricted from doing anything? I thought one with your standing in this school would be able to explore much more vastly.
I can, but even I have my limits. If you become a fourth-year student, you have unlimited access. But I've only ever come to third year. And I've been a third year for as long as I can remember.
Excuse me.
When did you become a third year?
She shrugs and says, don't know.
Marks it down. Would you say it was before said disaster?
She shrugs and says, she said, I honestly don't know.
Doesn't nod. Looks at everybody else. Well, I have been the most conversational so far. Does anybody else wish to ask questions? I am sorry I've taken up so much time.
No, you're fine.
If you'd like, it is getting pretty late, and you all must be incredibly tired from your traveling through the astral plane and reliving a fractal. How about I walk you to your dorms? We can talk on the way there.
Big
Oh,
yawn.
are we being
from-
signed?
There's a big yawn from Rain, and Rain's like, I like the sound of that.
Have we been determined what houses we shall be going into yet?
You have a week. Explore the campus, the school, the different houses.
There's a dorm.
Partake in the school activities.
Dorm that we're all gonna be staying in that Unsorted get to stay in.
Yeah, it's quite nice of it. It's not as fancy as the campus houses, but it's rather homey, and sometimes I wish I was there. As she gets up, and you would see her put her hand on her head for a moment before shaking her head before walking out.
I look at everybody. Does anybody else see anything very suspicious about the adults of this school?
There's just a
Of any school are always hiding something from you. The more magical the school, the more they hide. It's.
I don't.
He puts
Go
his
ahead.
fingers in the air, quote, for your own good.
But I have a feeling that this wasn't something that they were trying to protect us from, but actually just complete lack of any knowledge of ever existing in them at all. That's what's got me curious.
I mean, they already took 10 years of our lives.
No, just 5
Oh,
so
for
far.
us, 5.
They took
Or
10
5,
years of our
whatever.
past. Our life expectancy has not changed. However, our life in relation to those we had before has changed.
Don't remind me.
The
No, the confusion
the,
was over the math. You only lost 5.
Well, if you can have an equilateral going back,
All right,
we've
that's
only
valid.
lost 10. Yeah. But still, let's just assume that we will never see our families again. And that will make this easier.
Here just gives a small look. Like, oh shit, that's never gonna happen.
There's just a very momentary, gentle touch, just the middle 2 fingers of her non-dominant hand as Rain reaches out and kind of in a momentary desire to give a comforting gesture, but not knowing how to properly emulate it. She kind of taps
As fire.
here on the elbow and then looks awkwardly away.
Just kind of like pats her hand, like, thank you.
The party would arrive at the unaligned dorm, and it is quite extravagant. Off and lonesome himself. You have a barn with animals, not a circular dorm with multiple rooms and 3 levels, houses left and right, ponds, walls, tower, and the like.
Bathhouse rooms.
Yep. No, this is your unaligned dorms for the first week. Enjoy the comfort while you can.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Well, it was nice meeting y'all. I'm sure you'll see me around. Just look for the crowd of people. I'm sure I gained quite the following.
Godspeed with that.
it. Like it's a bad.
It is.
It sucks being popular. She shrugs.
Fair. Oh god, that fucking Wicked song's gonna be so
That-
So
I'm
as we
glad I'm
draw
not
to
alone there.
the as we draw to the end of the session tonight, I want to make sure I touch on this point. As the group retires for the night in their dorms, and they shut their eyes, they would hear you would hear what appears to be a voice in their head. You hear a voice in a very light tone saying 1, 2, 3, and then you'd hear a before drifting off to sleep.
Like a hum or like a
Yeah,
trumpet
a hum.
noise?
A
Okay.
hum. You'd hear one of those hums, like the beeping hums.
Oh my god, we're in a simulation.
Nope, don't like that.
Thanks, Jackie. Thanks. I hate it.
Sir, I would like some less.
And that would be the first day at Strixhaven.
Woo!
Bum, bum,
I will
That
not
was
lie.
fun.
That was a little intense.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
Which one? Which part?
Yes.
Which part
I was
was
gonna say-
intense?
I don't know what
The-
they're thinking was intense. I had fun.
Oh yeah, no, it was fun.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a lot of depth
then
here
there's
that
the
I was
ending.
not anticipating out the gate, and it's kind of has me sitting here going, can it be next? The next session yet?
Well, I did my job then.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I feel to parody the Dave Chappelle sketch. You got any more than Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, the when you learn that, hey, there was people sacrifice themselves to summon a demon, and there's a bunch of history and stuff going on here.
And people who don't
It's
have
not just
their own history.
not just a magical school.
There are shenanigans afoot.
And what's this Octavia creature? What is she really? Questions.
So many of them.
Hmm.
Thank you very, very much for running tonight,
Yes.
friend. Ah,
Thank you for running.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
of course. Yes.
Shit,
Well,
man,
there's
at
more
some-
there's more fun. There's more fun in 2 weeks.
yes, I
Dude,
am
at
very
some
much looking
point-
forward to it.
I thought we were gonna. It was like these questions are gonna make us a cult.
I mean, I'm
And
like,
You asked it
even
right
I'm
before he
like-
asked.
even as the DM, I'm like, I'm curious on why they're interested in finding out all about this, but okay.
We're a cult, guys. We're a cult.
No,
Nah, we're in a simulation.
man.
What
Bunch
makes you
of-
think you're in a
We're a
simulation?
bunch of
Jeez.
Welcome
hipster.
to the world of the real.
No. See, the thing is, we need a minivan and a talking dog because we're a bunch of hippies. We're the mystery machine. We are Mystery Inc., bro.
Don't worry, guys. It's just a fun school setting.
The man
Enjoying
said
it. You gave me a
calling
mystery.
bullshit.
I did give you a mystery,
But wait, there's more.
This is your fault.
but I also gave you guys the Archway Stadium games,
Oh man,
Yay!
There's-
which I'm surprised you guys took on so well.
like I'm like it's. Oh man, I'm very much looking forward to the next one. But with that,
Yep.
I'm going to deafen momentarily and
Yes,
wrap up the
I will be
stream.
taking off because I have to work at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
thank you for running,
Bye.
and you have
Yep.
yourself a good
Actually,
night.
yep.
And good
Thank you
rest.
all.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you, chat.
Bye, everyone.
Soon we'll get some chat involvement with the Fractals. It's going to be great.
Oh
Oh,
yes,
Jesus.
I will definitely be
Yeah.
advertising about that in the actual chat on Discord so people know. But with that,
That's a cool animation. Until next time, I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, bye.
All right,
Although it
everyone.
looks like
Have
the
a
horse is
wonderful
covering
night,
way
you
more
guys.
ground than the
I
person.
appreciate it.
Wonderful night.
Bye.
I will be back
Good night.
shortly.
Austin.
That was a wonderful, wonderful session. Wonderful session one. God, I'm my gas is thoroughly flabbered. I don't know. I don't have words. I do not have words. I am just very much looking forward to the next session. That said, anyone who's popped in to hang out, I appreciate that. But we're gonna raid out real quick to Avil. She is working on some cover art for her Legend of Zelda inspired manga. So that said, we're gonna wrap this up pretty quick. I'm gonna start the raid prematurely. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Stay safe, choose kindness. Until next time, stay weird.